What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Jusballout podcast. I'm Just Nix.
I'm Jay Red.
It's your boy AB.
And we back for another episode, man. We told y'all we was gonna be consistent this season. But you know, it's October 27th. What is it? No, I'll take that back here. October 27th, Wednesday. We got 10 games on tonight. Just seen the Lakers go down without Bron in the lineup. Russ didn't play too well, had a quadruple double. But we ain't gonna mess with our co-host Jay Red today. We're gonna leave the Lakers alone. But we got a lot to talk about, you know, in today's show, man. Opening week just finished up. Top 75 list just came out. A lot of controversy going on, and on every network, every radio show, everybody talking about this list, man. So we gotta give our takes on that too. And it's just been a crazy week. I don't even know where to start, but I think we should start in Brooklyn. What's going on with what's going on with the Nets, y'all? Y'all talk to me,
man. The first thing I want to say is not even Brooklyn as a whole. What's going on with my guy James, man? James, what you eating, bro? You feel me?
Hey, bro. Hey, listen, man. I think Harden a lot of times, man. He always. First of all, I'm gonna just give him a little bit of benefit of the doubt. He did have had a minor injury that was, he was dealing with from playoffs last season. So he probably didn't get the proper offseason, preparation that he needed. So, I mean, I don't know. Give it some time.
He started slow last year. People thought he was doing that on purpose just to get out of Houston. But now when he's doing it again, this don't look like this is on purpose. This might just be his way of kind of getting into the tune of things. I don't know.
My thing is this, we hear all the stuff about James working hard and partying hard, but still being one of the hardest workers. Like, come on, man. I'm such a big James fan. That's why it's upsetting me. I'm watching him in Houston a couple years ago, kill the league, kill everybody, whoever's in front of him. I'm watching him right now struggle to get separation. His first step is not as quick. He ain't even blowing by like that. Like he's hitting tough shots because he's James Harden. He ain't really cooking and stepping back and creating a separation and like he used to. I mean, he's still great, obviously, but like, what's going on, man? And he looking.
The Nets are designed for three players, and we know who those three players are. Like Miami first formed their big three: Bron, D Wade. Maybe it's a little different because you could always count on LeBron, but you can always count on Durant as long as he's in the lineup. But now when you take Kyrie out, you have to count on Durant and Harden because that's what their team is built around. They don't really have depth. They're pretty old themselves. So when you take away Kyrie Irving, who's a third of your production, and then the second part of your production is not even showing up, it's going to be hard to win games on a lot of nights. You'd be surprised.
I honestly feel like, Brooklyn, the reason why they losing right now is because of Harden. And that's just, I'm just keeping it all the way G, because, I'm a big Harden fan. But dude blatantly just didn't come in. He didn't come into camp in shape. And that's just that's the main thing that I see that's going on with Brooklyn. As a team, it's just hard. At the end of the day, like you said, Art, it's a three-man show, and they second man got to be able to come to the plate and, carry his weight. And he hasn't been doing that because you can just tell.
Nets going to get everybody best shot every night, too.
Ever.
For sure. And you just can't, I know it's been, a lot of TV networks have been real hard on Harden. Because plus, he was on that top 75 list. So, everybody expecting him to come out looking like top 75. And, it's just a bad time to be playing bad right now. You know what I mean? Because it's like you on this list. Yeah. And, people, it's people feeling some type of way. You know what I mean?
Kyrie doing the fool and, you got to expect you to step up and you're not doing it. So, and he didn't sign his extension. He told the Nets fans, don't worry, this is where I'm gonna be.
Right. But
so
he don't know that for sure.
He just
Right. I mean,
maximizing
Kyrie,
earning potential, flexibility.
Kyrie told Boston fans the same thing, and we know how that ended. So.
I ain't gonna compare them two. You know what I'm saying? My man's is a little off the noggin. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, Kyrie, we gonna always send out the best of love and respect to him. He's great.
Absolutely.
Regardless.
Absolutely.
I don't even want to get into that topic today. But we definitely do we think Harden has been, has the rule change affected this game anyway?
I think yes. In the short answer, yes, a little bit. But I do think it's adjustment. You know what I mean? I think like Harden incorporated that into his game so much that now when they don't call it, you know what I mean, it looks bad.
I think it's an adjustment on both sides too, cuz basically what you're saying on the referee side and on his side. Because at the same time, you expecting, they bring in new referees every season. So you expecting these guys to come in and just be like, because a lot of these calls that we used to see these last couple seasons, we'd be like, man, that's a foul. Like calls that you like any real basketball player, like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, referee, you right there. You see that? That like I never liked the KD sweep through foul. I thought that was just bull. Like it's not I see it, but come on, we all know what it is. Like, let's be real here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the end of the day, you can't say that because some people would be like, it's still part of the basketball rules. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be able to take a shot. Like, it has to be an actual shot. So I don't know, man. It's one thing.
We know Harden has the talent to obviously still dominate the league, even with the rule change. But I do think right now it's effective, not to the point that he can't overcome it, but it got so bad where you couldn't defend him. Like, Jordan, I know both of y'all remember this, but you remember when they played the Lakers in the playoffs and LeBron was putting his hands behind his back, trying to guard James Harden, because you couldn't even have your hands out, because if you touched him, it was a foul. Yeah. Ricky Rubio had to play behind him in a whole playoff series.
Yeah.
So I think it got to the point where defenders had to change their entire way they even defended Harden. And now that they don't have to have that extra fear, now Harden might need to come up with different ways that he gets to his spots, where he gets to the cup and stuff like that, where it's not like an automatic given now. So that on top of the being out of shape, I do think is affecting him, but I do think he will adjust to it eventually.
One thing that worry about me before we leave the Harden or out of shape thing is, I'm a fan of the big guards. Big guard you feel me? I love all big guards. Harden is one of the guards that I look at as big guard, so I love it. One thing about big guards, if they don't stay in shape, the later they get on in their career, the worse and worse and worse they look.
Aaron Williams.
You feel me? I'm not saying even Baron Davis. Think about some big guards. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Think about some big guards, injuries, it's a multitude of reasons, but if they not in good shape and good health, you know what I'm saying, big guards start to fall off.
Hey, quick.
I just don't want it to happen to my guy. You feel me? That's just all I'm saying.
He'll get it going.
Well, all we can do is just keep watching. Hopefully, man, he gonna burn off some of them calories. And you know what I'm saying? We, as the weeks progress, we'll start seeing the Harden that we used to.
That was my MVP pick.
But just to kind of just keep moving forward, man, I think we got to give a big shout out to my dog LeVar Ball.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He spoke some stuff to existence that a lot of people was tripping on. And I think a lot of these media outlets really got to look themselves in the mirror and be like, we need to mind our business. That's that man kids. And we shouldn't be talking about what people should do with their kids, because at the end of the day, he's put 2 kids in position, really 3. Because, I don't know. LiAngelo, I'm not saying.
He got drafted in the G League draft, so.
Yeah, then he was, man, listen, let's think about it. The kid was, if he didn't steal, if he kept his hands to himself.
That's big facts right there. He could have a big year at UCLA.
You just never know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just never know what he could have been, just because I think that watching the Ball brothers, what I can get out of them, that I think LeVar did a great job in, is basketball is a what people don't understand is once people get to the NBA, college, whatever, it becomes a mental game, and confidence has a lot to do with it. And when you're watching them two play, man, LaMelo is filled with confidence. And when Lonzo is going, he filled with confidence. Like Lonzo plays the game with no ego. You know, he plays it, he plays the game the correct way. The ball is always moving, upwards.
He knows what he's doing.
You know what he's doing. He know what he's doing. I'm talking about even on the defensive side. So
that's where he excels, man.
Yeah.
So that's it's just crazy that we got they two of the top teams. They got both of their teams are top two in the East right now. So we got to put some respect on their names right now, man. For Rico.
Definitely.
I'd started off obviously when Lonzo came to the Lakers. I wasn't the biggest fan because we could have had Jason Tatum, and I know everybody tells me we would have just traded him anyway for Anthony Davis, but
for sure
they were so in love with Lonzo from the start. They didn't even give Tatum the thought. Looking back on it, it's going to be crazy that the Celtics were able to get Tatum third over Markelle Fultz and Lonzo Ball.
All right. That was
crazy.
That was a straight PR move, bro. That wasn't. I've even heard rumors that his workout was terrible. Lonzo Ball's workout. You know what I'm saying? So there's I'm talking about his workout.
Magic loved him. He thought he was gonna be a star. And shout out Magic too, but
shout out to Magic. But that was a straight kid from LA coming to LA. I mean, it was good it was a good look. You know what I mean? So, but hey, it did.
I'm happy for Lonzo. I'm
happy for him too. I think
he got paid and he playing well, and I wish him the best.
I was just about to say, man, I've been a fan of the Ball boys since high school. Art, you of course, Knicks and Art, y'all know we've been both talking about these boys for years. I was especially high on Lonzo though, and when he got to college, he still played well. Even though the shot looked funny, he wasn't just a terrible.
He shot it well.
Yeah, when he got to the league, you could tell it was like, shout out to LeVar Ball, but I do think, he put some unnecessary pressure on Lonzo when he first got into the NBA. He put a little target. You got people waiting to play Lonzo to try to see what he about. Yeah. Shout out to Lonzo for handling how he did, though. I think he got the short leash in LA a little bit. I still don't know why New Orleans decided they wanted Devontae Graham over Lonzo. It's along with Zion, plays well with Ingram and Zion. You know what I'm saying? So I still haven't figured that out, but I'm glad he found a home. He hooping out. Like you said, Knicks, the confidence is there. It's back. You could tell he's hitting his jumper again. He going always check. Man, he's knocking it down. Actually, he's not even just hitting it. He really knocking it.
It looked totally different.
He's what Zach LaVine needs too. It ain't just about, now he's finally in a good environment. He's helping Zach LaVine out a lot too. Zach's never had a point guard in his career so far to just always get him the ball in the right spots, get him going, stuff like that. And then you saw he had a crazy first week.
I mean, he out there playing basketball, bro. I think that's what Lonzo is. When you watch him, you like, oh, they out there playing basketball. Sometimes you just watch these guys when they come out and they play, the straight selfish basketball. I even got to give a shout out to Anthony Edwards, man. As a young player, I seen him say in an interview, yo, it's not a 3-man team.
Yeah.
We got to do a better job of getting everybody else involved. And I thought that was super mature. You know what I'm saying? For anybody to say, because a lot of times as players, they got to look themselves in the mirror sometimes. You're going to have games like that where you oh, man, I might have been a little too selfish. And then, dude ain't playing as hard defense for you because you didn't pass him up on 3 or 4 shots. This is, we all men out there. It becomes an ego thing. At the end of the day, you ain't going to give me the ball. I ain't getting back on D. You know what I'm saying? Right. So
that's gonna keep my eye on Houston because they got a lot of those type of players right now that play that type of bad. Talent is there, but they're definitely playing rec ball going up and down the court. So
for sure, that it's a little.
gym type of.
I don't want to talk too bad on my man Steven Silas, man, because I want him to see him win. I want to see him win.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he had. We all knew, the world knew that they was gonna have a year or two of this, so it's cool.
Yeah.
They definitely in the rebuild. You know, they might as well get rid of Eric Gordon and all the vets and just go full rebuild.
Okay.
EG would be out of there.
Right. So if y'all had a choice to pick, you know, just looking at, we got what, 3 undefeated teams right now? Mm-hmm. Chicago, Golden State, and Utah. This is Wednesday, so, you know, we just talking about, let's just look like, if we had to choose which team is probably going to lose first, who would we choose?
Utah.
Warriors.
Utah. Warriors.
Warriors losing tomorrow on Thursday to John them again, like they couldn't get into the postseason last year. On Grizzly beats the Warriors. Book it.
I think Steph a little. They remember stuff like that. The great ones always remember stuff like that. Like they put him out in the play-in game. I think he gonna have something to prove to that young team over there in Memphis. That,
no disrespect, as long as we ain't getting 40 minutes from Toscano Anderson, I like the Warriors' chances, man.
Don't do Toscano like that, man. That's Bay Area's pride right there, man.
Hey, you know, Mexican League MVP a couple years ago, man. You know, he had a great journey to get to the league, man. I really love his story.
I feel like that was a little bit of shade on dog. Mexican League MVP.
Hey, he was in the Mexican League and I
feel you, but I'm like,
the Warriors not losing to the Grizzlies. Utah will actually lose to the other undefeated team, Chicago, this weekend. Chicago stays undefeated. Warriors stay undefeated through the week. You heard it.
I'm gonna have to agree with Art, but I'm gonna have to disagree with him on the. I don't think Utah gets, you know. I don't think Chicago beats Utah, but I don't think Utah gonna get out the week beating Milwaukee on Sunday. Like that doesn't happen. Like I just don't think that. But I don't know. It could go either way. But I feel like Milwaukee gonna win that. I just don't think Utah gonna get over the hump on them.
Why y'all think Utah is gonna beat Chicago? I mean, I know it's a regular season game this early, but just on paper, and I know you can't just do on paper, but.
For one,
Chicago more talented, man.
I mean, yeah, on paper, you know what I'm saying? On paper. I mean, like, yeah, I'm just saying, like, they got to get, if we was to just go through, like, some of their wins, I mean, like, their wins is not all that great. I mean, like, I think their best win.
Their best win is
was against Toronto. Yeah, that's their best win, was against Toronto. But, I mean, Detroit twice and playing New Orleans, that don't really show me enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think. And I think Utah is already established, ready to go. And then plus, you know, Zach LaVine just, you know, he hurt his hand, which is not, it's not his actual, you know,
shooting
hand, but still, it's going to take an adjustment to play through.
Yeah.
So,
top of the L in defense area, you know, they established. I mean, Chicago still, as good as they have been, they still got to prove. So, like,
and they actually they're working through their kinks and all that right now. Vuk hasn't looked like Vuk, like we've seen.
Which I don't think he is though, Art. Because I think
you don't think he is.
I don't think he's going to get back to that all-star level. I think.
No, he definitely will.
Oh no, listen, just listen to my. I just don't feel like he's going to get back to those numbers that we're used to seeing him in Orlando. He's not going to touch those again. They playing a different style of play. Like, you got Alonzo Ball and Zach LaVine. We up the floor. We ain't waiting on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not going into the post. This ain't no inside out, bro. We running the break. And we got DeMar DeRozan. Come on now. Like, I just don't think, not saying that Vucevic is not going to be like a key
staple. He'll have some nights.
Yeah, he's going to have some nights, but he's not going to be the man. He's not going to be like, we're not getting back to those numbers. I'm sorry. He had never touched an all-star game.
That is early. But that's like Chris Bosh. Obviously, when Bosh went to Miami, he was, or when K-Love went to Cleveland, he wasn't putting up those gaudy numbers that they were doing. Yeah. But they were still that threat to do that. You still had to give them that respect.
Because K-Love, because they both were wide though, because they both can knock down that jump shot. Is
Who
Vucevic?
can't hit a jumper?
But is it consistent? Like is Caleb was hitting 3 balls?
He was more. He's not. He's more of a back to the basket, and those guys are more jump shooters. That's what I'm saying. They're still getting adjusted, learning each other. But where's everybody's spot? Like Zach and Vuk actually were doing a lot of pick and roll, which was a bit surprising to see. So they're still trying to see, where what works best for them, where guys fit. Chicago will be fine.
Vuk solid on the pick and roll though.
Yeah, no, he been okay so far, but they can get even better. They can get even better.
Yeah. They ain't gonna beat Utah, but they can.
We got to
They
see.
gonna smack the Knicks, get Utah up out of there. You'll see.
I forgot about Jew and them. The Knicks.
They do got the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? Knicks playing good basketball right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying you just never know. That's what I'm saying. I got to see them in better competition right now. But as of now, they look good. Okay.
I'll be looking forward to y'all. Damn, Art, you was right, Tex. This weekend.
We will not be sending any of those type of things out, man. But look, man. Anyway, we had a whole discussion about this earlier. We got to talk about. I know it's been over. Like it's been talked about in every news outlet, radio, media, whatever. The top 75 list. But I think we got to get a real opinion, man, from the guys. You know what I'm saying? From the guys. There's some guys that was left off. It's some active guys that's on there that might be questionable. Then there's some old guys on there that we just never seen play. So to me personally, I have a problem with that. Because at the end of the day, we want to salute. But at the end of the day, we can't just be like, just because he got to be on this list.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we've never seen these guys before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just hard to just to say, like, I never seen Bill Sharman play. You know what I mean? I never seen Dawshays play.
It's always going to be a consequence, though, because
George Mikan.
If you leave those guys off the list,
who's about to argue with you? Nobody's alive that watched them play.
Yes, but the NBA is also sending a message that, like, we don't care about, our elder statesmen anymore, like our pioneers of the game. I feel like that might be a bad look for the game. Like, oh, we don't care about it.
They can care about them still. The game evolved. These players are better. Nobody who dribble like this with one hand in a circle belong on that list.
He being disrespectful. I didn't do all that. Rest in peace, John Havlicek. I didn't do that.
You can't be top 75 in basketball if you can't even dribble with your left hand. I'm sorry. Like, I can't give it to them dudes.
So you trying to come at Bob Cousy then?
Bob Cousy, he is great. He is
disrespectful.
Oscar.
Don't do Oscar like that. Hold on, you being mad disrespectful.
No, he's just talking about people that do the dribbling thing. I'm not saying Oscar.
No. Leave Oscar out of this.
Bill Russell. But yeah, no, it was.
Oh my God, I ain't gonna be. Hey, listen, man, I'm not gonna be part of that. You know what I mean? Bill Russell. Excuse him.
All I'm trying to figure out is who y'all taking right now. Prime for prime. Dwight Howard or Dennis Rodman? Who you taking on your team?
Bro, I mean, I'm going Dennis Rodman.
Oh, you're tripping.
I think I'm tripping. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm going Dennis Rodman.
What you going Dennis for? He can't even do nothing on offense, man.
I mean, so what? He gonna give me
played
all
on two. He played on the Pistons and Bulls.
He was key. Was he not key to those championships though?
Yeah, he held Karl Malone to 30 instead of 30.
But that's my whole point though. He was a key component to the championships.
I'm saying Dennis could never lead a team to a finals as the best player.
No way.
And Dwight did that in Orlando.
If KG's not hurt, he's not going to the finals. And I'm not disrespecting.
He still led a team which if he had lost to them, it still would have been to a conference finals.
Keaton Turkoglu was hitting big shots. Let's just be.
And he beat Bron that year.
Hold on, Turk was hooping against Cleveland.
Turk was hooping.
I can't even. Hey, we not about to sit here and discredit that. I
For
remember.
those that don't remember,
I remember that series.
Shard Lewis, y'all about to tell me about him.
Skip was going crazy.
Man,
come on,
Ryan Anderson, Marcin Gordon,
some big shots. Michael Pietrus, big shots.
Come
Gortat
on.
was coming in.
Come on.
Polish Hammer. You think I don't remember the Polish Hammer hooping?
They had some squads.
Brian averaged 48 and 8, and we lost to them, bro.
Bill Walton is on that list, and we at least know who Bill Walton is. Obviously, we weren't young enough to watch him play when he played, but Bill Walton is on the list. But obviously, we all know that he had a shortened career because of injuries. But even when he played, yeah, he won MVP, averaging 18 a game. And I know the climate of the league was different back then, but Bill Walton is not better than Chris Webber.
Bro, Jordan Clarkson averaged 18, bro.
But I feel like we can't just like, we can't say like who's better. Like, I don't think we can say who's better. I think we got to look at an overall career. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, Bill Walton, because of his career wasn't like, and I know you're going to disagree with me, but if we really start talking about Kawhi Leonard's career.
Get into it. All right.
I'm just saying.
Get into it.
He's a great player and has had a great career, but I feel like he's kind of glorified just because of these two championships that he was a part of and won.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on, man.
All right.
Man. I'm a point because I know we on Zoom, but I'm a point to my cousin right there to the left because he know how hard it is for a player to get a championship because his guy has took several trips to the finals, so he knows how hard it is to win a finals.
Yeah,
you mean to tell me them two ships don't matter? First of all, he got an MVP, a finals MVP as a young man.
Man.
Hold on. It don't matter. It
do matter.
How? He got it as a young man.
You win finals MVP averaging 17 a game. That's you
okay.
Can't just group him in.
Okay, I'm just saying that's an accolade.
So he was $1 for one finals.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm just saying he still got it. He still got it regardless. And then the fact, like I said earlier, you might say it's a hot take, but whatever. There's 3 of the most respected championships ever in history.
That ain't one of them.
D Wade in 06.
Yes.
Agree. Dirk Nowitzki in 2011.
Embarrassing for LeBron, yes.
And Kawhi.
No.
And Kawhi 19. Come on now. How?
Bro,
we ain't gonna act like Durant and Klay Thompson wasn't hurt in that finals.
Man.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying though. He was supposed to get out way before he even got there. And
if they was healthy and they lost, and Kawhi still had just one championship, he'd be looked at differently right now.
For sure. But
he got it because KD and Klay got hurt. So now he in top 75.
But the whole point is for him to come off a season, the previous season, of not even playing, people talking crazy about him, and he come and take a whole organization over and win the finals. Like, come on now.
Bro, he went to a really good organization. 2, they made
I agree.
He ain't go to a good team already?
Bro,
good.
So you mean to tell me we was looking at Toronto like finals worthy?
Not finals, they was going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
So that's my whole point. That's my whole point. Finals worthy?
Brian ain't in the East no more. There wasn't nobody finals worthy for 8 straight years but Cleveland.
So DeMar DeRozan would have did that? DeMar DeRozan would have won the finals?
With Durant and Klay hurt, yeah. I think
so he would have beat Philly.
Kawhi got a very, very lucky bounce in Philly, but I don't know.
He beat him. That's my whole point.
I mean,
a good Philly team.
DeMar Clutch. How good is they? They don't even want the dude now. That was 1 year before. How good are they for real?
They had Jimmy too, though. They had Jimmy too.
True.
So he beat a good squad.
And then after he once he got to LA, Kawhi been on cruise control. He just been chilling in LA, taking his time.
Don't matter. He got 2 ships in the trophy case.
He got a role player ship, and he got an asterisk injury tip.
You feel me? Like they jumped my dog Bron for
You better not say nothing about no asterisk championships.
What's one of my ships an asterisk?
That bubble ship. Come on, man. Get out there with that. Get out there with that bubble ship and a Kyrie. Come on, man. Like, I ain't about to
back 40-point games in a game 7 double. We gonna do all that. Kyrie hit one timely shot and now it's his shit.
I'm not saying it's his shit. Brown he had a big part to do with that, but I'm just saying like the way you just threw Kawhi under the bus, like it's just his shit don't even count.
I'm saying, like, this is what I'm saying. Bron got jumped by the full strength, healthy Warriors 4 years in a row. Kawhi in two of their top 3 go down. Yeah, Bron would have walked to a ship in that.
Kawhi is glorified because they were trying to they needed somebody to put over LeBron.
Who is this somebody? Who is these?
The
somebody?
Media.
Oh my God, bro.
Let me ask you. Knicks.
The media played for him. Did the media play for him?
Let me ask you this.
They was calling
before Kawhi got to his elite status, when have you ever heard somebody use the term two-way player? He's the best two-way player in the league. All right, they made that term up to elevate Kawhi to the best player. Who've been bringing up two-way status? Nobody said that about Allen Iverson.
Because he did it.
Come on, man.
Because he did it. All right, what you mean?
Durant was torching his ass so bad in the playoffs one time. They put him on Roberson, and Popovich after the game said he got to play center field, and that's better for us.
Literally, once Kawhi became a lead offensive guy, he stopped playing D. The league literally holding on to.
Okay, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? All right, I'm gonna take you back. Let's go a little back a little bit, okay? Okay. Since we just talking about what we expected and everything, did we expect the Warriors to be this great? Or did Bron just lose?
No, after
in 2015.
In 2015, we had Kyrie and Kevin Love injured in the finals, bro.
It don't matter though. My thing is like
the following year we won.
Hold on, time out. The last Golden State is so unique compared to all different championship teams because they wasn't when KD came, but they wasn't like a man-made team. I mean, they were a draft-based team. That's my whole point. They were a draft-based team. Nobody said that Steph is going to be this. Nobody said Clay was at Washington State. Like, come on, bro. They created themselves into superstars, bro, at the end of the day. You mean to tell me Bron can't be the young 2015 Warriors team?
Not by himself.
Not with his team.
Who said Steph was going to be this great?
Bro, I mean, that don't take away the fact that he is indeed this great and he making them shots. Like,
he's supposed to win that.
With Kyrie and Kevin Love hurt, he's supposed to win that. Tristan Thompson and Dellavedova.
We only saying that. Because we thinking of Steph now. We thinking of how legendary Steph is now.
He was unanimous in 15.
MVP.
He wasn't a unanimous in 15 That was 16.
He just regularly won it in 15.
He just regularly won it in 15. I'm just telling you what the real MVP though. He was the MVP in 15, but he wasn't unanimous.
Killing.
It don't matter though.
He was killing like in 13, 14.
Did he have a good finals in 2015?
I think he had an okay finals. Yeah, they gonna give it to Iguodala.
Belly was sitting.
Belly
was sitting.
What I'll say. Steph didn't have electrifying how he played against the Clippers, 45 crazy finals, but he still had a very good finals. You know what I mean? It just
the reason they won.
I will say the Warriors had a better basketball team, but that was created off good, you know what I'm saying? Off good.
But what's that? What does that got to do with Kawhi, though?
My whole point is to say that, bro. Like, you can't just say that Kawhi's not great. The dude, he won a championship, but like mainly
he's had a great career that most people probably would wish they could have. I'm not saying he weak, but one of the I do feel like his career is glorified more than like when he won. That's like when Chauncey
how's it glorified? How you not glorified when you win?
Because if you win as a role player versus winning carrying the team, that's different.
So he didn't do that? He didn't do that?
No.
So Kawhi
averaged 17 a game.
We ain't talking about that shit though.
You talking about Toronto?
I'm talking about Toronto shit.
He played good.
The same team that didn't make the playoffs last year, bro.
What you talking about? Some of the Warriors? No, that wasn't the same team. That wasn't
come on.
The Warriors without Durant and Clay. That's what I'm getting at. He played that version of the Warriors.
But listen though.
Remember you said this, Jordan.
That's all I'm saying. He played that version of the Warriors in the finals.
Is Steph top 5 or no?
Yeah, he top 1.
Whoa. But
why he can't beat Toronto?
Bro, you saying Toronto like they ain't have Lowry, Ibaka,
Van Fleet,
Siakam. Like, bro, he was low team, bro, and they had other good like.
It was box one in him, man.
The reason why y'all be making me mad because y'all want to say this stuff after the fact. I wish we could just replay. We could rewind this all the way back to 2019 and be like, do we think the Raptors could win? Like, come on, like.
I mean, everybody thought the Raptors were one of the 3 teams that could come out the East with Philly and Milwaukee. That's the only comp.
Yeah, we said they was good, but we ain't say like.
Philly and Milwaukee hadn't done anything to that point. So it was once LeBron left the East became wide open, and that's what happened. We didn't know who was going to win.
But why do we think they could take it all the way to the top? Because of Kawhi.
Because they were a very good team led.
Let's not forget.
Kawhi got him over the hump. I give you that.
That's what I'm saying. Let's not forget he was killing with the Spurs.
He's better than DeMar DeRozan. Yes, he's better than DeMar DeRozan.
That's all I'm trying to say. He got him over the hump that year, but he had a lot of things lined up. The injuries.
So he's not top 75. Is he top 75 or no?
Is he better than Tracy McGrady?
He got a better career at this point.
Game, skill set, no.
Tell me who he. Bro, we ain't talking about that, bro. Get me out the first round, T-Mac.
I'm saying resume, he's better. Skill set,
T-Mac, take one of them eyes and see me pass the first round.
See that? Now that's shade right there.
Nah,
you talking about dribbling with the other hand. God, you talking about lazy eye. That's
put
cold.
him on San Antonio Dynasty with Tony, Manu, Tim.
Oh, they never lose.
Do you feel me?
So you mean to tell me he couldn't?
Toronto with
couldn't win with Houston?
No, bro.
He couldn't get out the first round.
He should have got out.
The West was loaded back then.
It don't matter. You top 75, right?
Bro.
You ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got nothing to say.
Why Reggie Miller on the list then?
We already know why, man.
I'm just saying. So I think this top 75
he's
list,
NBA royalty, bro.
That's what I'm saying. The NBA 75 is just like they got to pay tribute to the original pioneers. And then for today's players, like Damian Lillard ain't never accomplished anything.
You got out the first round.
Winning rise.
Got out the first round. And he hit some of the biggest shots in NBA history. Let's just be clear.
To get out the first round. So if T-Mac would have gotten to a second round, he'd have been in the top 75.
Get me to an Eastern Conference Finals or a Western Conference Finals at least.
Bro,
all the greats have even Melo got to a conference finals.
Yeah, he had who he had though. AI,
Chauncey Billups,
Yeah,
former
Chauncey, yeah,
finals,
Chauncey.
a former NBA champion.
Old man Chauncey. Yeah, old man Chauncey at that. Don't hold on, dog. Don't act like Melo wasn't going nuts in them playoffs.
He was.
Listen, I love Melo. I
What
think
I'm
Melo's very
saying-
disrespected. T-Mac is too, though.
What
Come
I'm
on,
saying
now.
is, I think Denver had a better roster than Houston did. That's where I was
Oh
getting.
my God, bro.
T.
Hold
Webb
on,
ain't got his
dog.
team out the first round. He
Bro.
ain't on the top 75.
Hold on, dog. Y'all got me messed up, bro. Cause y'all killing
What
me.
you mean?
Y'all,
What you
y'all
mean?
killing me, bro. Cause y'all making these excuses for T-Mac, bro. And this man, he the same person that used to be on the jump talking all crazy about what people supposed to do. And I'm like, bro, you ain't never get out the first, bro.
Bro, I think you being hard on T-Mac, bro.
I'm just being real. I'm just like, dog, how?
He
How
ain't
you
got,
think?
but if you be real, you got to talk about his team too. Then why can't we be real about that? Yao
Bro,
Ming was
I'm not
always
making-
unavailable because he was hurt most of the time.
We're talking about when they were making the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, in Houston,
When they were making the
unavailable.
playoffs, when they were making the play, bro, he at least supposed to get out the first round. I'm sorry, bro.
You can't name me 3 teammates on his Orlando Magic team.
Yes, I can.
Pat Garrity.
Shane Battier.
Come on, man.
Shane Battier, y'all. I mean, bro, you thinking of how the NBA was. You thinking of how the NBA is now, like how they got 3.
Orlando was
superstars on
only
one
good
team.
because of T-Mac.
Bro, we ain't even talking about Orlando T-Mac. We knew he wasn't getting out the first round.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about Houston T-Mac. Get me out the first round, bro. That's all I'm saying. You supposed to be top 75. That means if that's the case, put Tony Parker in top 75. I'm just saying, like, get me out the first, bro.
Tony wasn't as a dominant scoring though. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
but that's all we going about. Yeah.
Winning can't be everything. So we ranking.
He got hella scoring titles. He got a 7-time All NBA player. So that's big. Being 7-time All NBA.
Dwight been out the first round. How he ain't make the list?
Dwight was the biggest snub to me on the list.
I think Dwight was a snub.
Yeah,
for sure. He should be over there over Bill Walton for sure.
Yeah.
Like
and them dudes who dribble like this.
All right, man. You know what? We done got so disrespectful with this top 75. We have to leave it alone.
All right.
We gotta go.
Let's get it.
All right.
Jusballout.
And we back. After an intense argument with the fellas, because they be tripping sometimes.
Definitely.
But we was, after going through opening week, man, I thought we, give some of our hot takes that we got. And we gonna call this segment "Believe It or Not." For my first one, believe it or not, I hate to say it, man, but believe it or not, this Boston Celtics team will not be the same after this season because I think it's ran its course. We've seen them go to conference finals. We've seen them get out in the first rounds and second rounds with the same key 3 that we are used to seeing in Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Marcus Smart. I believe somebody got to go, or we got to get to a point where we got to get some type of playmaker, man, because I hate that Jaylen and Jason can't get it done because they great in their own right, both of them, but they both are jump shooters. And I feel like a lot of times if you're not Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and you ain't got that movement and everything like that going, we just going one-on-one and just shooting like long jump shots. Like sometimes Tatum pisses me off sometimes because he's so good. I think he settles for jump shots too much because it'd be like you'll watch him, he'll get 50 and you'll know why he got 50 because the jump shot is clicking that night. Yeah. But then there's some nights where you like against opening night when he played against the New York Knicks, he was 7 for 31. You come on, bro. Like That's unacceptable.
They asked them to do so much. Tatum and Brown,
But
they got to do everything.
But that's my whole thing. But like, are they asking them to do too much, or are they not doing enough?
No, I think I'm under the assumption, like, I think both of y'all make good points. I think one, they are asking them to do a lot. Two, I think that, to your point, Knicks, they need, maybe it's a playmaker player. They need like it can't just be ISO, your turn, my turn. Like, they have to have some type of something where it's like Tatum catching it on his spot or Jalen getting to his spot. Like, Tatum can't bring it up and dribble the shot clock out and just ISO from the right wing from the top of the key every time. Like, that's just not good quality. You feel me? And then 2 plays later, it's Jalen Brown doing the same thing. Like, they have to have some type of something. You know what I mean? I don't know if they need a certain system to run or something, but they need some type of structure to that offense. I really do. Like, they so good. They both go get it in whatever way they want to go get it, but it's not translating to anything.
They ran so many different versions. They've ran Tatum as a 4. Now they got 2 bigs and Williams and Horford to try and, maybe they don't bang down low, conserve their energy, and you try and bring a point. You had Kimba in here, but that didn't work out. So now you're trying to just put the ball in their hands more. Like, so now they got to make the plays. They got to score. And they got to play defense too. Because I remember that the opening night against the Knicks, Evan Fournier, every time they score, Evan Fournier come right back down and shoot a 3. Every time they score, Brandon come right back down and score. So you look, they turn the ball over too much. They don't play defense. It's just.
No, I'm not gonna say they don't play defense. I think they do play defense. I just think that they have to do. I think they got to do so much on offense that defense come. They just have because I don't think that team doesn't play good defense. I think they do play good defense. I just think it's a huge responsibility on both of them. I just think they need a good manager out there, a good. You know what I'm saying? Kimba wasn't a good look for them because he's a scoring guard. When he come off the pick and roll, he's not coming off the pick and roll to make people better. He's coming off the pick and roll to shoot a 3, shoot a pull up, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not coming off the. We need somebody to be like, all right, Jalen, you.
Chris Paul, get them right. Yeah,
you just need somebody. You need a manager. You need a game manager.
Get him in their spots.
Go to less ball action. He ball stop it a little bit. You get him.
But that might be what they need. Like,
that's what they need.
Like, Devin Booker is almost better when he's not. He's obviously he can boogie. He got wiggle and stuff like that. But when Devin Booker's catching it off a curl or something like that, getting right to his spot every time where he can elevate, and it's money. So,
he was.
Or is it just a situation where one of them needs to leave town, which obviously it would be Jaylen Brown, because you don't give up Jason Tatum and you just build everything around Tatum. So I don't know.
Yeah, because there's nights where Tatum might have an outstanding game and Brown didn't play. You know what I'm saying? But I also think that you can't break them guys up. You can't do that.
You should.
I just think you just need to get. They really feel like they draft good, and I don't think they do. Because they last couple draft picks that they picked from Aaron Naismith, Grant Williams, Carson Edwards. These are just some of their last couple draft picks. You know what I mean? Like, even I'm a big fan of Tremont Waters. You know what I'm saying? But I just that ain't making Boston Celtics better. Taco Fall, like, that's not making the Boston Celtics better. Romeo Langford, that's not making the Celtics better. Like, get some players I like Peyton Pritchard. I think Peyton Pritchard can play. I just think that they need to draft better. Like, Brad Stevens got to draft better, bro. Like,
I'm with you. I put that on Danny Ainge, though. He did all that, had all them picks and turned them into nothing.
Yeah, they was wasted picks.
Yeah. So
wasted picks.
Danny Ainge scared to pull the trigger on, what was
it like? Now you can't say Danny is scared to pull no type of triggers on nothing.
No, he stopped being good in the front office. I
think he ran his course.
A couple years, he just wasn't running them that good.
Yeah,
that's all I'm going after. But
what y'all got on y'all believe it or not, man?
Hey, I'm gonna come with my believe it or not, or you want Go.
No, you got it. You got it. I'll let
Okay,
you.
okay. I like mine. You know what I'm saying? I might shock the world a little bit. Or I might not. You know, people could agree with me. Believe it or not, the Brooklyn Nets need to trade for Ben Simmons.
Mm.
Yeah. Get rid of Kyrie. I say
I
that.
was gonna say
I say that, you know, I say that because I
bro.
think, nah, bro, let me just get my little stuff. You feel me? I think, you know, even with the first, I think Ben gonna come back and kill. I want to be on record and say that. I think he's gonna get over this.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get past this mental block, and I think he's just gonna be a better player overall at once.
What's your definition of kill?
Kill in his own way.
I ain't saying like a
kill in his own.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna speak for Cuz. Kill in his own way.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's gonna be like I don't think he needs to be on a team where he's expected to show up. I think he needs to be on the team where like he's like the third co-star. I don't think you need to be your 2 or your 1. Unless you try
co-star a couple of years ago.
Who was that? That was with Jimmy and them?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, but
Ian was first team all defense and third team all NBA that year. Jimmy wasn't on neither one of them. I don't think.
But we knew it. But we knew what it was, though.
I don't think Jimmy was. I don't think Ben was the third co-star.
The problem is if you put Ben on Brooklyn with Harden, one of them can't have the ball in their hands. Obviously, we know Durant is fine with not having the ball in his hands at all time, but Harden and Ben, one of them can't be ball dominant.
But there's so many things you could do with Ben, though.
I was just about to say, I don't think I don't look at Ben as a player who needs to
6'10",
be like a Harden or I know he has in the past, you know what I'm saying, had the ball, he's been playing point guard, all that. But I don't look at that's something that he needs to succeed. Like if he's on a team with Durant and with James, Durant and James, you know, are obviously the two higher prioritized people with the ball in their hand. So yeah, Ben gonna have it. To support my statement, I'm just saying like he's still 25. He's still great, even with the glaring hole in his game. He's still a 16, 8-8 guy for his career, and he won't even shoot. You know what I mean? He still checks the hell out of everybody. I mean, they yelling at him for Game 7 of the Hawks thing, and he held Trae Young to 5 of 23, shooting 2-11 from 3. So
I like him with Sacramento, cuz.
I mean, no, I know it's a couple different spots, but I think like with this Kyrie situation, man, Brooklyn could go ahead.
Kyrie coming back, bro. Just
get rid of that headache. Bring Ben in. He got 4 more years. He locked in for 4 already.
You know what Kyrie like? Kyrie like that kid that, you know, when he at school and the class too quiet and he needs some attention. That's Kyrie, bro. Like I think it's all gonna blow over. Kyrie gonna be back, dropping 25 on y'all, looking immaculate out there. And we gonna all get past this, bro. Like,
I'm not with you, but I mean, let's just say Ben is we looking at last season and how bad he was towards the end. But literally 1 year before that, like I just said, he was third team All NBA, and he was first team All NBA defense in the same season. Like he's not a bad player. He's still gone, he can still help somebody tremendously. Go ahead, get rid of Kyrie, bring in Ben, shake it up, Brooklyn.
Man, we go past this hot take. Go ahead, Art.
Believe it or not, your Western Conference representative in the NBA Finals is gonna be Golden State.
Here he go,
bro. You just
hear me out.
This 4-0 thing right now, bro.
Just hear me out.
You gotta relax.
Hear me out. It ain't more so about Golden State. It's about the rest of the scope of the West. The Clippers are a lot worse than I thought, and I don't think the Nuggets have enough to take that step. At least one team, the Lakers, who obviously it's going to take them some time to adjust, but I think if Klay Thompson, who I think we're also forgetting about, if he comes back and if he is Klay, which is a big if, I think it's a big if.
Man, been out
But
2
if Klay,
years.
he's been out 2 years, so that's why it's a big if. But I also think Russ and LeBron coexisting is also a big if, and they look terrible right now. Obviously, it's week 1 and they need some time to get adjusted. But I think if Klay is healthy, they can beat the Lakers in a 7-game series, and I think they can beat everybody else.
That Laker team is not built for the regular season, bro.
I was just about to say
you know
that.
I'm saying? Like, people got to realize that, like, that team is strictly built for the playoffs. Like, I think Bron in his 19th season understands what he needs, you know what I'm saying, toward, you know, in the playoffs. That's what it come down to. Even if they a 5th, 4, 5, 3 seed, whatever, it don't even really matter where they land. They're going to be fine because they are a playoff team. They just got to make the playoffs at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying they shouldn't be below 5.
They got to what, cuz, at the end of the day?
They got to make the playoffs first, but they can't be below 5 though.
Aren't you heard that? Because you talking about our representatives of a team. It ain't just one team. It's 8 teams in front of your dudes from last year. They got to be better than 8 of them dudes because they wasn't.
So of those 8 teams that made it over to them, we can go through them real quick. You like Dallas more than Golden State? No.
I mean, there's a chance that they can lose.
I was just about to say, but over the course,
it's not a for sure.
They could have a better record over the course of this regular season.
My whole
everything is, but I think Golden State is better, especially if they get healthy. They are better than most of these teams who aren't healthy right now or going to be healthy. The Clippers are not going to be healthy. Kawhi, I don't think plays this year, and I don't think the Clippers are a threat to come out of the West. Jamal Murray might not even come back this year. They are not a threat to come out the West if Jamal Murray doesn't play. And Michael Porter's been looking shaky so far. So what does that leave you with? The competition is the Lakers only. Phoenix, maybe. You got to keep Phoenix in the mix.
You got to look at matchups though, bro.
Of course.
You got to look at matchups though. You got to look at matchups like I can see Golden State losing to a lot of them teams you just named. I'm talking about in a 7-game series. I can see Golden State losing to some of them teams.
Who are some of them teams? Because the Clippers got no shot against them without Kawhi. No shot.
I can see them losing to Denver.
No.
Because Denver gonna play the right way. I'm just saying they're gonna play the right way. They're not gonna make too many mistakes. For one, I can see them losing to Phoenix. I can see them losing to Dallas. Luka could outplay Steph in a 7-game series. I'm just saying he could.
No chance.
He could.
You horn Utah. You ain't even saying them.
I like Utah.
Too. But I think Utah just like, I don't know, man.
They don't have enough.
No,
they need some more. Like, I feel like when
you need another score.
Yeah, you need another scorer.
They got one guy who scores everything for them.
Like, people always used to say San Antonio was a system, but when it came down to the playoffs and they needed a bucket, Timmy was gonna give you a bucket. You know what I'm saying? And that's like the thing. Like, I mean, I believe in Donovan Mitchell and everything like that. I just feel like you need something else because you was still go ahead.
We forget that the last couple of years, obviously, even before Durant, even like you said, before Durant got there, Steph, Clay, and Draymond was enough to at least come out the West. Now, obviously, it's a different landscape 5-7 years later. But again, if Clay is healthy and Steph is playing at an all-time level, big if. But hey, Durant came off an Achilles injury, came right back to his old self, and obviously Clay is coming back from 2 ACL tears, so that's nothing to scoff at. But the way he plays, he's not like he doesn't play above the rim. He's not necessarily the most physical player. He's not going to the rack. I think he'll be okay.
I just feel like the game evolves every year. More players get confident. Like, just think about it. I'm just saying, all right, just think about it. Imagine yourself being on the court and you a Luka Doncic, right? And you playing against the Warriors. This ain't Klay from 2016, 17. You like, I ain't seen you in 2 years. You like fresh meat out here. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't Luka from 2 seasons ago.
And you ain't Luka from 2000. I'm Big Luke.
Yeah.
I'm Big Luke. What is you talking about? What is you talking about? I'm Big Luke. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. I just think, I don't know, man. It's a big if to just say Klay gonna come back being Klay, because Klay was magical, bro. Like Klay, like let's be clear. Klay got them out of a lot of playoff series. You know what I'm saying? OKC.
He had the game 6. He was great. But
my man, you're not about to hold on. I ain't like his energy, cuz.
No. You said he just got him out of a couple playoff series.
A couple.
No.
A couple. There's a couple.
You know what's crazy about that?
Steph nights when he was asleep. So like,
Steph had a 30-point triple-double that same game 6. Nobody brings that up. And then in game 7, Klay was nowhere to be found in that. Yeah, in game 7, Klay was nowhere to be found, and Steph carried them to the finals, man. Nobody even brings that up.
No, they would have lost game 6 without Klay, though.
They would have lost. You got to get to game 7 first.
They would have lost game 6 without Steph, too, who had a 30-point triple-double that game. We don't bring that up.
You sure?
Look it up. I didn't watch the game.
What year was that?
It was 2016. Because they lost to the Cavs in the finals. Yeah, they came back from 3-1.
Hold still.
Steph wasn't hitting them big shots that they needed. That Klay was.
Watch it. He hit 2 threes in that fourth quarter. I didn't watch the game 100 times. Come on, man.
Hold still.
Steph saved them. And then go look at game 7. Klay didn't even show up that game.
Just hold still, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to figure this out as a group, as a unit.
Without 6, though. You feel me? We talked about 6.
Klay was amazing that game, bro. He was amazing, hitting some ridiculous shots. They don't win that game without Klay. They don't win the series without Klay. I give you that. But to say
so he didn't have a triple double. He was shy.
Oh, what he had? what he had? Yeah. What he had?
He had 9 assists.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, doing that triple doubles.
But he was 9 for 22.
You feel me? Art don't like to look at percentages unless they good. He don't like to see that. He was broke, bro. And Klay was hitting when he was broke.
That's my whole thing. He was on. You gotta respect it.
Bro, we forgetting the context. When was Klay hitting these timely shots? How the momentum was in the game. Klay was hitting timely after
he had 41 in game 6, huh?
He was big.
Timely bucket after timely bucket.
Because he was 11 for 18.
That was one of the all-time historic performances in NBA playoff history.
I mean, now mind you, he only had 21 points in game 7, but he was 7 for 19. Like that's still solid.
Yeah.
You talk about he was weak, like he ain't had 20 for you though.
Like he's still 20. No. I mean, even for the playoffs.
What's Steph have in game 7?
Yeah, 30.
Another. Okay, that's what I'm saying, man. Give my dog his props.
Steph, the best player on the team. He's supposed to perform
in the league. You're right.
That's your opinion, yeah, for sure.
You ain't hear what he said. You ain't hear what he said. He said in the league. That's what he said. You ain't even hear it.
Yeah, your opinion for sure. He ain't.
One day I'm gonna get y'all to admit it. I don't know how long it'll take. But.
So look this, man. Speaking of top,
you feel?
I seen ESPN talking about this earlier, and I thought this was a good topic for us. Is top 5 under 25. And there's some superstars out there right now, man. The league has gotten way younger.
Definitely.
But these guys got G. And it's this list could kind of go in so many directions. You know what I mean? And we got to speak on it. For me, you got to start with Luka, bro. You know what I'm saying? First player to ever get a Supermax rookie extension, because he was an All NBA first teamer twice. Like,
top
come on,
player
man.
in the league.
Only 22, bro.
He ain't top 5 in the league yet, but he nice.
Come on now. Come on now. Put some respect on the out of shape God, man. And two, I gotta give it to Trae Young because I just feel like Trae starting to figure out the game, man. He's starting to slow down for him. You know, I seen him make a statement the other day in the ESPN win. I don't know who it was or whatever. He was talking about how he watched CP3 go to the finals off mid-range jump shots. So that let me know like he's studying the game, man. He learning, you know what I mean? And I think if he add that to his game right there, that's like them talking about the rule change. That's his extra 10 points right there.
Yeah.
That mid-range is lethal. You know what I'm saying? CP3 be he carved them up the whole playoffs with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my two. My three, I gotta go. My three, I still gotta go Jason Tatum, man. Because I just think at the end of the day, he's a 6'9" assassin when it comes to scoring, bro. Like he's beautiful to watch on the court. Beautiful to watch. And I hate that, he still got some things he need to correct as far as like winning basketball. Because at the end of the day, he's still great, but just winning basketball. Probably some things he still probably need to, correct. But I'm gonna keep him at 3. For 4, this was a little controversial for me. I ain't really know what direction I wanted to go in, but I was gonna go Zion, but Zion he's never healthy to me. So I had to give it to D Book. You know what I'm saying? D Book made it to the finals last season. He showed people that he knew how to win. It's still kind of interesting because he's still on the fence with me because I'm like, yo, does he make it to the finals without having them game managing skills of Chris Paul? Does that take a little bit away from D Book? Okay. And then my 5, I got to go Ja Morant. Ja Morant at number 5. He's having a hell of a season. And, it's safe to say he a top 5 point guard too, man.
It's not a bad list.
5. I know, man.
He said, I know, man.
Go ahead, Art. You go next.
I mean, I pretty much got the same list. I got Tatum and Trae switched around. I got Tatum 2 and Trae 3rd.
How you go Jason 2 though? Can I know why?
I just think he has the most. I think he has the most ability or more ability than Trae, but I think he actually has more.
But how
ability.
Though?
I think he has more ability because he can do everything.
Yeah, but are we just talking about scoring?
No. He can play make, he can pass, but he plays defense. He can post.
I ain't seen the facilitate part.
Oh yeah, you look up. Tatum will have 7, 8 assists. Now he doesn't consistently do it, but he can do it.
We got to see more of it, dog.
My number 5, I don't have Ja. I think he's right there, and obviously, if he keeps doing this for the whole,
so he's not in the 5 period.
He's not in my 5. No, not right now. But obviously, I'm not about to just go off 4 games. He had 17 tonight. Actually, cost me $300 because he didn't have 20 tonight.
So that's why. So that's the reason why.
No.
He cost you some money, and he put your boys out last year. So I get it. It's clear. It's cool.
My 5th actually is Brandon Ingram.
I knew you.
I think he's actually kind of overlooked. He actually had a better year than his All-Star year, but he plays in New Orleans. Nobody cares about him. And then when they do care about New Orleans, it's all about Zion. So he's kind of an afterthought. There's nothing really exciting to national media about Brandon Ingram, but he's another one of those guys that I think he has more tools in his kit than others that might be ranked above or below him. But because he plays for such a bad organization and currently bad team, that he doesn't really get his shine like that. So Ja, obviously, if Ja keeps doing this, then he's going to be even higher than 5. He might lead Book 2 if he keeps this up.
I just don't think you can put I'm not mad at your Ingram pick, but I don't think that you can put Ingram over Ja Morant right now. I'm sorry. I'm just talking about as far as because at the end of the day, Ja Morant is a leader first, and he is the engine that makes that team go. At the end of the day, Ingram got to be more of a vocal leader. I think that's the next step that he got to take in his career. as far as him being a better leader. I think he's just a quiet assassin. He's just a scorer, and that's it. But you got to give me something. You got to give me something.
No,
else.
he's more than a scorer. He boards. He playmates. He plays defense. Obviously, he's not translating the dubs because he's out there with, whoever he's out there with. Especially when Zion's
that'd be my whole
playing.
point. But that'd be my whole argument. That's just that go back to the whole Steph thing, dog. Why are we saying that Ja Morant has a great team?
Nobody says he has a great team, but he has a better team than New Orleans does. Devin Booker has a better, because they have better players.
But why though? These are NBA players, bro.
That's GM stuff. But it's clear that
exactly you're a GM. You're a GM. You creating the team. At the end of the day,
the Pelicans. If I was a GM, I'd create a better team than I would build better around Brandon Ingram than putting Devontae Graham. I know he's not bad and he's been getting better, but they're just not putting the best. They actually had an advanced metric last year about spacing on the floor. The spacing is terrible because they had Zion out there with a center last year on the floor at the same time. That's not the best for him. And you can't just ignore people's teams and then try and use wins and losses against them.
So can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Does New Orleans make the playoffs with Ja Morant and Zion last year?
No.
You're sick.
No,
you're sick. How are they not making the playoffs with them?
First of all, Zion don't play a full season. He never does. He's always.
But let's be clear. He had an outstanding season last year. He was an all-star.
Yeah, no,
when he played.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
But he didn't get injured until they was out of the playoffs, though.
They was never.
Bro, they
were top 12. What are you talking about? They were all in the same bunch.
Top 12 is only 15 teams in the conference. That's towards the bottom.
But Art, I'm saying
the out and out is a little bit different.
Yeah, but I'm saying from 9 to 12, they were all about the same. They were all had about the same records. The Warriors was trash. The Kings was trash. Memphis was trash. All of them was trash. Like they all had trash records. They barely was over 500. All these teams. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying I believe that a Ja Morant and Zion together, that's a play. They can make the playoffs with that. Yes, you can, bro. Come on now.
So
that's all I'm saying.
You saying swap Ingram and Ja Morant and Pelicans in the playoffs?
For sure.
I disagree.
All right. That cool.
Yeah. And I ain't even.
And for their career so far, Ingram has put together just so far. Obviously, Ja can leap him this year, but he's put together a better body of work individually than Ja has.
I mean, yeah. I mean, as far as he's an all-star. He ain't made it to the playoffs. Ja, not saying single-handedly, but he led a team to the playoffs.
He got an.
Don't say snuck. Don't say snuck. Don't say snuck.
He snuck.
Don't say
that.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. He took. That's my Alexa, y'all. I'm sorry. She's just talking.
Hey, Art don't like when you say he took that from Steph. Real quick, I'm gonna get my list out. It's kind of basically the same. I got similar to Art. I'll just start off. I got Luka 1 as well. That doesn't even really need to be explained. He the best under 24 right now.
Top 5.
I got Tatum next as well. I got Trae Young 3rd. I don't really have a reason for putting Tatum 2. Trae Young could definitely be 2 as well in my book. I think Trae is great. We can flip-flop them. They like 2A, 2B. I got Book next at 4. I was always big on Book. Him just getting to the finals last year just helps his confidence and his game and his career look better. And then 5th, I have Ja Morant as well. I knew Archie was gonna go Ingram. That's not even a bad one, but I got.
That's why you my cousin.
I got Ja. I'm a big Ja guy, man. I've been all in on him for a couple years, man.
Art tripping.
I'm not.
He taking that step forward. It's what it looks like this 3rd year. Is he going?
Yeah, he taking that step.
Yeah, so I'm
now
excited to see what the rest of the season holds. But yeah, I give it.
It's 82 games, Art.
And he playing well right now.
It's 82 games, baby.
He looking phenomenal.
Let's just think about it. Like at the end of the day, like look, Portland just beat up on Phoenix the other day. The Clippers just beat up on Portland the other day. Portland comes back and beat up Memphis the other day. So it's just, tonight. So, it's going to be up and down. It's 82 games. But at the end of the day, you tripping when you say Zion and John Morant, they make the playoffs, bro. That's a playoff team.
No, if Zion is out there.
You putting them two in the West, they not making the playoffs, bro. Not without knowing the other team, like the rest of the team. Like, just them two ain't enough to me yet.
It's all love, baby.
He said they NBA players, it don't matter.
It's all love. That's my whole thing. At the end of the day, they NBA players, bro.
Some NBA players are better than others.
All right, man. I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, you have to be honest when you say, like, some players make other players better. And
True.
Some players don't know how to make players better.
True. I think and that's one of the areas Ingram can improve on.
That's all I'm saying. He got to learn how to make start making others better. You know what I mean? Like, has he gotten better throughout his career? Hell yeah. Ingram is good, bro. Like, I was watching him tonight. I'm like, dude, he hits tough ass shots. But my thing is, like, there's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
John Morant was 19-7 last year.
It don't matter.
It do matter. If we compare it, it do matter.
Okay, since we want to say that, but since we want to say that, hold on. Time out. Give me a second. You know, because I am a numbers guy. I got to hit you with some numbers.
Yeah, John averaging 35 and 8 this year.
I ain't even talking about
that.
He averaged 30 in the playoffs, 30 and 8.
He played one playoff series.
It don't matter. He played a playoff series, Art. That's my whole thing.
Because his team is better, man.
But why though?
It isn't not just because of Ja. Like, you gotta, like, if me and you got to grab two NBA players, if me and you.
So Brandon Ingram is making the playoffs with Memphis.
He can. If you want, you can.
Oh my God.
I ain't gonna lie. That's tough.
This is an outrage.
I think if you swap Ja and BI, neither team makes the playoffs.
How?
I don't think
John Morant already showed you he makes the team. He makes the playoffs with Memphis. What is the difference in him going over there with Zion, which New Orleans wasn't that far off from making the playoffs last year?
That's what I'm saying. So if they weren't that far off from last year from each other, wins and losses wise, then we can't let like 8th place over this place be the it's like I'm tripping because and then honestly Memphis was a 9 or 10 seed because some bull ass playing game.
Okay,
they got to sneak into
who is Memphis' second best player?
Jaren Jackson. Jonas Valanciunas last year.
Okay, who was New Orleans' top 2 players?
This year or last year?
I'm just saying, who are their top 2 players for New Orleans?
B.I. Zion.
When he plays.
So you giving Ja Morant another all-star player. Come on now. Ja Morant and Zion? That's a match made in heaven right there.
If we can get a fully healthy Zion all year, then yeah, judge him by. But Zion wasn't on the court.
Bro,
he can't stay on the court.
He wasn't hurt until the end of the season when it was already over.
He played, but he's still 100% because he was coming back from a leg.
Was he not killing?
He was scoring his little 20.
60% from the field every night.
He only shoot layups and dunks, man. He gonna shoot 60%.
It don't matter. It's buckets.
They love him. I definitely don't think that Ja Morant and Zion and the Pelicans go to the playoffs last year.
I'm saying they make the playoffs.
Ingram and Grizz and Tunis, they for sure not in the playoffs, bro.
That's my whole point. But Morant made it to the playoffs with that squad. So that has to that is a kudos to him.
I agree.
That's my whole point. That's just the only point I'm trying to make, man. That's it, man. So all right, man, bring something else, man. Come with something else, man. Because
I don't know what else you
ready.
want me to give
I'm
man.
ready, man. I'm ready for all that, man. All that
I
action.
don't know what else.
Because I mean, I don't know, man. You ain't proving me nothing when you say that, dog. Like I need some facts here.
You just I've been giving you facts, but you just
But
you
it's
want
not
to ignore.
believable.
You ignore talent levels and context like that. Like, oh, everybody in the NBA, it don't matter. Yeah, it do. It mean you played a 2-on-2 game, but we both got to grab 2 NBA players. My player's LeBron, and your player's Austin Reeves. Who went in that 2-on-2 game?
Don't. That's not. How would you compare that, bro?
But I'm using an extreme to let you know that there's a talent gap, even though they in the NBA.
They don't sleep on Broless Reeves, though.
I'm just saying, dog. He ain't even averaged a dub last year.
Man, listen, dog. I'm trying
That's
to tell
real
you,
though. And job percentages don't be the best.
Right now, until
he wasn't asked to have to go out and score 25 a night like an Ingram had to do. He's doing that now this year. That's what I'm saying.
Because he got to get other people 25 too. He
averaged 2 more assists than Ingram do. 7 of his 5.
I don't know. Two a night though over a whole season is kind of a lot though. 2 full.
And so is 7 points, which was the difference in.
I'm with you on that.
And Ingram checked, and he grabbed boards.
Bro, how can we compare somebody? How can we compare somebody that clearly puts out a Golden State team?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they won one game on a last-second possession when
he made clutch play.
Come on.
That's why I say there's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? Then he gets to the playoffs. He's averaging 30 and 8.
So you don't think Ingram could have averaged 30 and losing 4 out of 5 games to the Utah Jazz? You don't think he could have did that too?
So you think New Orleans would have snuck a game out?
Hey, who knows? Anybody can sneak a game. Anybody can sneak.
I'm just saying, bro. But he did it. And he did not. That's the thing. That's the fact of it. He did, and he did not. That's all I'm saying. But hey, man, look, man, that's a wrap for us, man. We've been arguing all night.
The episode, I like the arguing energy.
Episode 30, we are coming to a conclusion. I guess we'll be friends tomorrow. But but look, man, this was a great episode. We're gonna keep it coming for y'all. Just keep checking us out. We're gonna get this social media popping so we can get some more likes, get some more looks, man. So subscribe to the YouTube page. Keep checking us out, keep supporting us. And that's all we got, man. What y'all got something?
Yeah, man, keep rocking with us. The social media is about to get popping. Just to piggyback, we gonna come Twitter, we coming Instagram heavy. We gonna get that. Follow the YouTube page. Also smart money betters, man. Grizzlies over Warriors tomorrow. Book it.
All right, man. We holla at y'all. That's a pod.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.